Windows. So you can say it as administrative tools.
Basic configuration.
Yeah. So you can go to control panel, or you can simply type administrative tools, or we can go to control panel under system and security,
System and security.
administrative tools.
Control panel, system security.
See, as the name says, these are basically the tools that the system administrator is supposed to use. Okay, from time to time, depending on the requirement. So we are just giving a brief description of what these things are. Not all. Okay, you have component services. I think that's the services part that comes here again. So you have computer management. Right? The same thing that you get when you right click the computer icon, manage. So it's computer management. Manage local or remote computers. Computer management allows the user to monitor system events configured on the hard disk and manage system performance. Okay, so it's just a brief description. So we use it for many different things. If you open computer management, let's say you have many things. You have tasks scheduler, the system tools, event viewer, shared folders, okay, local users. Okay. If you want to create users and groups, if I open users, you can see administrator. Guest account is disabled. Performance. In order to check the system performance. You have device manager in there. You have seen this, right? In order to check the drivers of all the peripheral devices. Disk management. So to see the disk partitions. Okay. To extend the partitions. To shrink the partitions. And then you have some services also. You can just take a look on these things, and I will just tell you what are the common things that we use. Okay, let's say for example, shared folders. If you go to shares, it will basically show you what are the files which are shared. Okay? And if you go to sessions, it will show you is there anyone using your shared folders. Okay, open files. Is there any files open through the shared folders? Okay. Now let's just take a look on this on the host computer. That is Windows 8. If you go to Windows 8 control panel, just taking a look. Okay, we're not changing anything here. This is Windows 8, your host computer. Administrative tools. Here you have much more because I think the PowerShell comes here. See this screen now. Under computer management, the same thing. If you go to shared folders, shares, and you can see these are the things that is shared. In the last class, I think you shared a folder, right?
Yes.
Comes up here.
Yeah.
But other than that, you see there are other things are also shared which you did not share. with a dollar sign. Okay, these are called administrative shares. By default, these things are shared. Okay, so even if you haven't shared anything, if I have a credential, I can take anything from your computer. That's the little secret of Windows. Okay, you want to see?
So you make anything?
Yeah, anything. Yeah, anything. You see, hold C drive, D drive, E drive, everything is shared by default. So let's say, what's your computer? BTR 3-PC15. Someone. Okay, you have shared only this folder, right? But I can access your C drive /C $. I can, just go and delete something from the program files. B drive. So that's why this. So normal user doesn't know it. So for an administrator, so you are supposed to know these things. Okay. And similarly, if now if you go and check in your host computer, you would sign in the sessions. You would see me in the session. Whoever is PC15, right?
Yeah.
So you can know. Okay. So there are many different things you can do. Now I told you something like we have something called shell script, something like that. So you can make a shell script like whenever somebody is doing something like this, you can alert or you can log. You can do things like that. Right? Back to the list. Okay. Now similarly, users groups. You know these things, right? Users. Now users, by default you have a user called administrator. Okay, and then you have guest. These are the two default users. By default, when you install OS, it will be disabled. Administrator account will be disabled. Now you can make a user, you can make a different user, and you can make the user administrator. Okay, like say for example, try this. You make a user. Let's say I make a user with my name. User must change password next logon, not necessary. Password never expires, otherwise the password will expire I think every month or 45 days. You can change that policy. Password never expires. Password does not, okay, you have to set the password, right? Yeah, actually you can give a blank password. You can give a blank password, but I think somewhere we did a setting, right? We did this net SH, and we said that there should be minimum 7 characters. That's why it's showing this. Actually, you can set password blank, but it's not allowing because we did that net SH thing before. That I want to do. Always use your passwords delete or delete so that you can make sure to forget. So I created a user. Now this user can be an administrator. Okay. So if you double click this user, you can go to member of. So this user is not an administrator now. He's just a user. He's just a member of administrator. Sorry, users. Okay. You can add. See member of. Right. You can just click add. And you can just type ATM. You don't have to type complete. Just click check names. I think you have to type. Administrators. Yeah, you have to type administrators because it's just type administrators and you can do check name. Okay, administrators. Okay. So now this person has become an administrative user. Okay, so he will have all the permissions of an administrator. Okay, now you can log in as Shaheen, and then you will have the administrative privilege. But he is not a user with an administrator username. Okay, so there is a username with the administrator, and you can also make users administrators. So what's the difference? Sometimes some software, some things, they require a user with the administrator. Name itself should be administrator. That means when you log in, you should be logged in as administrator. The name itself. Okay. Sometimes. Okay, but for a normal user, normally you create somebody like this, and he will have administrative privileges. Okay, now this user has administrative privileges. Now this is built-in administrator. Okay. Now if you see what is that administrators, if you go to groups, you can see the groups. See there is a group called users. There is a group called administrators. Okay. So we actually, what we did for the user Shaheen, we actually put that user in the as part of administrators group. If you open these administrators, you can see members. It's vice versa. Okay. Now, by the way, what are these groups? You have some different. You see, you have IAS users, GUS, event log readers. You know what is these groups? This is the basic concept of any operating systems. You will have groups, and then you will have users. Okay, we have users, fine. Why we have a user? These are different users. That means these are different people. Okay, maybe you have a user called Charlie, maybe you have a user called Lawrence, okay, Peter, Mohammed, okay, different people. That means all these people are using the same computer or the same system. So when they come in, they will log in their account, and according to, like, I am the administrator, maybe the other person may not be the administrator, so you cannot do certain things. Okay, like that. But what's the catch with groups? Why do you have to make groups? Yeah, groups normally you have, if you have, let's say for example, you want to assign certain type of permissions. Yeah, they want to assign certain type of permissions, like a permission to install and modify softwares. Okay, so you make a group and you give permission to the group. Okay, and let's say for example you want to make some 50 users. Out of that 50 users, for 25 users you need to give that permission. And for other 25, you should not give that permission, right? So if you don't have groups, what you have to do? You have to assign that permission individually to every user. Instead, what do? You just open that group. Let's say this is the group, and you just add the members to that group. So those people will automatically get that permission. So you don't have to do it individually. Okay. So that's the point of using groups. Now these groups we did not create, right? It automatically created. By default it's there. Okay, so these are the built-in groups of Windows itself. Now say for example we have this IAS user. Okay. Now what is IAS? IAS stands for Internet Information Service. It's basically the web service of Windows. That is for launching websites. Okay. So if you are launching a website in say in Windows, you can also launch a website in Windows 7. If you are launching a website, now a person who should have the permission to modify the website should be a member of this group. If he is not a member of this group, he will not have the permission to modify the website. Whatever be it, the script or anything, the coding script, okay, whatever it is. Okay, like that you have power users, remote desktop users. Okay, now administrator will have all permissions. He can do anything he wants. Okay, but if he is not an administrator, if he is just a remote desktop user, then he can do remote desktop, but he cannot do IIS. He cannot do network configuration. So we segregate things like that. Okay, that's the concept. Right? Now when we come to the Windows server, we will do this users and groups and things like that. Performance, and just to check the CPU performance, memory, how the computer is doing. Okay. So normally these things are done by, when it comes to data centers or something, then these things are important. Performance. Device manager we have seen, right? You can install drivers, uninstall drivers, disable the devices. Like if you want to disable the mouse, what do you do? Let's just disable the mouse, for example. Go to property. I think there is no disable option. Disable. Now I can't click because I disabled it. So I can use the keyboard now. Okay, right click, enable. Right? You want to create headaches for your brothers and sisters? And you go and you fix it and you become a hero. So all these things you can do using scripts. I can simply write a script and I can do the same thing to your computer. Okay, because you see computer management, if you see, you can do it for remote computers also. So I can do it for your computer also. Yeah, I can go to file. I think you have to take MMC for that. I'll show that after this. What else? Event viewer, just the log, okay? Log of the operating system. You know what is a log, right? Whatever happens, it will be logged here. Whether see the log has different categories. See Windows log, under Windows log, application, security, setup. Okay, so whatever things happen over the period of time, it will be logged here. So if there are any errors, any security problems, any setup related issues, it will be logged here. Information, warning, errors, everything. Okay. And you can also tell, like there is a certain event in a certain software. If a certain event happens, you want to log it. You can mention it, so it will be logged. Okay. So in case something is not working and you are not able to figure out what's the reason, this is the place you go and check. You have connected printer, you install the driver, and everything is fine. We install the driver, everything. The printer status is showing online, everything, but still it's not printing. What do you do? You open the log and check. Okay, logs regarding softwares will be coming here, hardware events. So there is a log for Internet Explorer separate. Alright, so that is just task scheduler.
So all the activities we do in the computer, we will see on the logs. On the we will see on the Windows log.
No, not what you are doing. Maybe what you are doing or what is happening in the system. Events. Events for any action. Even the log of process, you can see the security log. Right? When you log in, it will be.
How about for the hardware? Like if you remove the panel, does it come as a
Yeah, that will also be logged. In the hardware section. Everything will be logged. When you plug in the USB, everything will be logged. And you can make this log. You can do many things in this. If there is a critical event, you can even send SMS if you have connected. You can put SIM cards on motherboards. You can put GPS, you can warn things around, you can send email, many things you can do. So we will not be able to do all these things, but just get an idea, okay, from where these things are happening. Okay, similarly, you have task scheduler. What do you think it is? Task scheduler. This is something I think we can try. Task means it's kind of activity, right? An action. Schedule based on a time. Okay, so on a timely fashion, you want to do something. Okay, by default, you see there are some task schedules. If Google update has a task schedule. Microsoft has a task schedule. Office. Say at every 12 a.m. every day. If you double click this, you can know what it is doing. Task is to ensure the Microsoft subscription license is current. See? Triggers, actions, what it has to do. It's actually executing a program. Conditions, settings. So every 12 a.m. Microsoft is actually executing a program. That program basically checks whether the subscription is alive or not, or valid or not. So these are built in, like when you install the software can install the task scheduler. Okay, let's create a simple task scheduler, okay? Our own task scheduler. We just right click, create basic task. Okay, create basic task. Alright? You can give a task name, I just give text. Next, you can give the trigger. You can also say based on daily, weekly, or it should be based on an event. When a specific event is logged, means as I told you, the event viewer. If something is logged in the event viewer, you have to do something. Like somebody plugged in the USB, you have to do something. Okay, like that. Or when I log on, is when you log on to the computer. Okay, now this is more complicated. For this you have to know what are the events, what are the different categories, you have to know that. So I choose this one, when I log on. So when you log in, okay. I'm doing in Windows 7, right? No. Make sure you are doing in Windows 7, I'm doing in Windows 8 here.
Sir, click on the trigger thing.
Huh?
It won't click, the trigger thing is not clicking.
Not clicking?
Yeah.
Right click, create basic task.
Yes.
Do it in Windows 7, okay, not Windows 8. When I log on. You can't click that, it's a wizard. Next. What do you want to do? Start a program, send an email, display a message. So let's just start a program. Okay, whenever you log on, you want to start, let's say, the browser. Okay, for this actually you don't have to do task scheduler. You can put it in the startup folder.
So what does this do?
It will execute the task.
On startup.
Yeah, on start. Right now we just check when I log on, but you can go for all these variations. Okay, just for a simple thing, start a program and then you browse. You have to know the program location. So your Internet Explorer should be in program files, right? So you browse it to computer, C drive, program files, P6, Internet Explorer, iExplore, that's the program of iExplore. Okay, open that. See program files, Internet Explorer, iExplore.exe. You can give arguments, means you can say how it should start, minimize, maximize, like that. Next. Finish. Again, if you go open task scheduler library, you have your own task here. It's enabled, right?
Yes.
Take this around it, I think. Okay, let's log off and log in. So it opens the Internet Explorer, right? Yeah. So what would you say? Okay, you can also write a script and you can execute the script. The script is basically a program, right? So you can do anything in that program.
That was the beginning program called. Kanina lang. Ayun na. Tapos, saan mo nila expression?
Okay, I'll give you a little complicated one. You try that. Little complicated. Whenever you open, we don't have much programs here, right? Whenever you open, what do we have here? Paint. Okay, whenever you open Paint, you have Windows Media. Media Player. So whenever you open Paint, Media Player should open.
Same time.
It's something like this. Now this is based on an event, right? Whenever you open Paint, so whenever you open one program, automatically the other program should open. Be a student, that's in here.
Naka-open na? Ano nga ulit yung share mo? Share folder mo? Buksan mo yung system properties. VTR.
VTR.
VTR 3. Na-access ko natin. Yun. Buo. Saan nakalagay yung mark share? Sa stripes yun, ha? Oh, stripes yun. Lord share. Saan mo nilagay yung mark share sa... Check mo yung drives. Computer display. Okay, ayun, mark share. Google. Check mo yan. Yan. Sana kayo ibubukan daw natin mga tapos set to Windows 7. Windows 7. Ay, Windows 7 is sa double click on Buksan natin yung computer management. Ay, lagyan natin ito sa Visual Studio. Local policies, process tracking, bilis mag-hamay ng computer. Check mo nga. Ano ko sa task mo? Ang dami na lang check. Baka may iniwan yung